ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। Oh, I think Gurave Sarvalokanam, I got to tell. Fine. Gurave Sarvalokanam, Suje Bhavarogina, Nidehe Sarvavidyanam, Dakshina Murtaye Namaha, Ishvaro Gururasmeti, Murti Bheda Vibhagine, Vyomavadyaptarehaya, Dakshina Murtaye Namaha, Sadashiva Samarambham, शंकराचार्य मध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्य पर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। Hare Om. You all can chant with me. You can unmute your mic. Sumitra and Sri. Here there is power fluctuation. In case if there is a blackout, I may join once the power comes. Right? So you can write for me, say 10-15 minutes. If I could not join, then we will cancel the class. Suspend. Right? In case if there is a blackout. Okay. You can chant after me. Vasudevendra Yogindram Natva Jnanapradam Gurum Mumukshunam Hitarthaya Tattvabodho Didiyate Sadhana Chatushtaya Sampannadikarinam Moksha Sadhana Bhutam Tattva Viveka Prakaram Vakshyamaha. Nagarthanji, it is Vakshyamaha. Vakshyamaha. Okay. Vakshyamaha.
Oh, so there is a ka, I see. Okay. Vakshyamaha.
Yeah. Vakshyamaha. It is ksha, not ksha.
No, that's what I'm saying. Cha, like Lakshmi. Lakshmi,
no.
cha.
Yeah, Lakshmi. Lakshmi is not cha, it is Lakshmi. K-S-H-A.
I know, no, what I'm saying. I'm saying cha. Lakshyamaha. You hear me as cha? Lakshyamaha. Vakshyamaha.
No, that is not correct. That's what I am observing you for many classes. You're saying Vakshyamaha. Anyway, we will talk about that later. Fine.
Okay.
But
sure.
Sadhana Chatushtayam Kim.
Sadhana Chatushtayam Kim.
Nitya Nitya Vastu Vivekaha.
Nitya Nitya Vastu Vivekaha.
Iha Mutrartha Palabhoga Viragaha.
इहामुत्रार्थफलभोगविरागः
शमादिषट्कसम्पत्तिः
शमादिषट्कसम्पत्तिः
मुमुक्षुत्वं चेति
मुमुक्षुत्वं चेति
नित्यानित्यवस्तुविवेकः कः
नित्यानित्यवस्तुविवेकः कः
नित्यवस्तु एकं ब्रह्म
नित्यवस्तु एकं ब्रह्म
तद्व्यतिरिक्तं सर्वम् अनित्यम्
तद्व्यतिरिक्तं सर्वम् अनित्यम्
अयम् एव नित्यानित्यवस्तु विवेकः
अयम् एव नित्यानित्यविवेकः
विरागः कः
विरागः कः
इह स्वर्गभोगेषु इच्छाराहित्यम्
इह स्वर्गभोगेषु इच्छाराहित्यम्
शमादिषट्कसम्पत्तिः का
शमादिषट्कसम्पत्तिः का
not कः का सम्पत्ति स्त्रीलिंग का शमः दमः उपरमः
शमः दमः उपरमः
तितिक्षा श्रद्धा समाधानं च इति
तितिक्षा श्रद्धा समाधानं च इति
शमः कः
शमः कः
मनोनिग्रहः
मनोनिग्रहः
दमः कः
दमः कः
चक्षुरादि इन्द्रियनिग्रहः
चक्षुरादीन्द्रियनिग्रहः
उपरमः कः
उपरमः कः
स्वधर्मानुष्ठानम् एव
स्वधर्मानुष्ठानम् एव
तितिक्षा का
तितिक्षा का
शीतोष्णसुखदुःखादिसहिष्णुत्वम्
शीतोष्णसुखदुःखादिसहिष्णुत्वम्
श्रद्धा कीदृशी
श्रद्धा कीदृशी
गुरुवेदान्तवाक्येषु विश्वासः श्रद्धा
गुरुवाक्येषु विश्वासः श्रद्धा
समाधानं किम्
समाधानं किम्
चित्तैकाग्रता
चित्तैकाग्रता
मुमुक्षुत्वं किम्
मुमुक्षुत्वं किम्
मोक्षो मे भूयात् इति इच्छा
मोक्षो मे भूयात् इति इच्छा
एतत् साधनचतुष्टयम्
एतत् साधनचतुष्टयम्
ततः तत्त्वविवेकस्य अधिकारिणः भवन्ति
ततः विवेकस्याधिकारिणो भवन्ति
ततः तत्त्वविवेकस्य अधिकारिणः भवन्ति
ततः तत्त्वविवेकस्य अधिकारिणः भवन्ति
तत्त्वविवेकः कः
तत्त्वविवेकः कः
आत्मा सत्यः
आत्मा सत्यः
तदन्यत् सर्वं मिथ्या इति
तदन्यत् सर्वं मिथ्या इति
आत्मा कः
आत्मा कः
स्थूलसूक्ष्मकारणशरीरात् व्यतिरिक्तः
स्थूलसूक्ष्मकारणशरीरात् व्यतिरिक्तः
पञ्चकोशातीतः सन्
पञ्चकोशातीतः सन्
अवस्थात्रयसाक्षी
अवस्थात्रयसाक्षी
सच्चिदानन्दरूपः सन्
सच्चिदानन्दरूपः सन्
यः तिष्ठति स आत्मा
यः तिष्ठति स आत्मा
स्थूलशरीरं किम्
स्थूलशरीरं किम्
पञ्चीकृतपञ्चमहाभूतैः
पञ्चीकृतपञ्चमहाभूतैः
पञ्चीकृतपञ्चमहाभूतैः कृतम्
पञ्चीकृतपञ्चमहाभूतैः कृतम्
Satkarmajanyam. There's a typo is there. Satkarmajanyam should be there. That janyam ja is missing.
Satkarmajanyam. Satkarmajanyam.
Sukha dukkhadi bhogayatanam.
Sukha dukkhadi bhogayatanam.
Shariram asti.
Bhogayatanam shariram.
Shariram asti.
Jayate vardhate.
Jayate vardhate.
Viparinamate.
Viparinamate.
Apakshiyate.
Apakshiyate.
Vinashyati. Vinashyati. Again, Sakara should come. It's in the typo. Okay. Vinasya. Vinashyati.
Vinashyati.
Shad vikaravat.
Shad vikaravat.
Etat stula shariram.
Etat stula shariram.
This is the last sentence which we were saying in the previous class. Sat karma janyam. Ja is missing. That is one typo. Another typo is vinashyati. Here instead of sakara, shakara should be there. I think that is going to be blackout now. You can see my.
Yeah, it's blinking.
My background blinking,
yeah.
Right? So anytime power
right.
can go. So if it goes,
yeah,
right, for some time, if I don't get power, then we will have to suspend the class, right?
Okay, sure.
Okay, stula shariram kim. What is stula shariram? What is gross body? Panchikrita panchamahabhutaihi kritam satkarmajanyam sukha dukkhadi bhoga ayatanam shariram asti jayate vartate viparinamate apakshiyate vinashyati iti षट् विकारवत् एतत् स्थूल शरीरम. That is, this स्थूल शरीरम, which is made of the grossified 5 great elements. Pancha Maha Bhutani, 5 great elements. Which is, this स्थूल शरीरम is born due to good actions. Satkarma Janyam. And it is the Ayatanam. It is the abode for the experience of Sukha, Dukkha, etc. Sukha, Dukkha, Adi, Bhoga, Ayatanam. And this Stula Shariram, it has Shat Vikara, Shat Vikaravatu. This Stula Shariram has 6-fold modifications. And those modifications are listed. Asti, Jayate, Vardate, Viparinamate, Apakshiyate, Nashyati. Now we will see in detail what each word means. Stula means gross. Gross, that which is available for our sense perception. That is stula. Stula is that which is available for our sense perception. That is stula, gross. This stula shariram, which is the assemblage of many parts put together. It's an assemblage. Many parts put together forming this stula shariram. It is the ayatanam. Ayatanam, it is the abode or the dwelling place for the jiva. For the jiva to experience sukha, dukkha, adi, sukha, dukkha, etc. This stula shariram is made of panchikrita, pancha mahabhutaihi kritam. Kritam means made. This stula shariram is made of what? Panchikrita, pancha mahabhutani. That is, this stula shariram is a compound of 5 great elements. Pancha Maha Bhuta. Pancha Maha Bhuta. Panchikritam. Panchikritam means grossification. Panchikritam, it means grossification, or you can say compounding. Compounding of 5 elements, the 5 elements. Panchikritam, Panchikrita, Panchamahabhutaihi Kritam, Etat Stula Shariram. Panchamahabhutani, that 5 great elements only constitute this Stula Shariram. These Panchamahabhutani, they are just matter, anatma. The Panchamahabhutani, 5 great elements, they are the Karanam, the cause. The Panchikrita Panchamahabhutani are the Karanam, they are the cause. And the Karyam is the Stula Shariram. Stula Shariram is the effect, the product. That is the Karyam. And the Karanam is Panchikrita Panchamaha Bhutani. The grossified 5 great elements are the cause, and the effect is the Stula Shariram. This Panchamaha Bhuta, the 5 great elements, it has 2 states. It has 2 states. First state. First state is, that is the original state. In that state, the Panchamaha Bhutas, they have their respective original attribute. They have their original attribute alone. In that state, it is called Sukshma Bhutani. It is called Sukshma Bhutani. That is, the first state is Sukshma Bhutani. It is in the subtle form. In that form, these Panchamaha Bhutas, they have their original attribute alone. Any object you take, whether it is any object if you take, it will have a visible and invisible expression, manifestation. For example, if you take water, when you condense water to ice, that ice is visible for our gross sense perception because it is sthulam, gross. The same water in the form of moisture, you cannot see the moisture. When the same water in the form of moisture, you cannot see it. Therefore, it is in subtle form. So, an object has a visible and invisible expression. The same way, the 5 great elements, it has Stula and Sukshma forms. The Sukshma Bhuta form of Panchamaha Bhutas, they account for Sukshma Shariram, which we are going to see later. The Sukshma Bhuta form of Panchamaha Bhutas account for Sukshma Shariram. Sukshma Rupa Panchamaha Bhutebhyaha Sukshma Shariram. Stula Rupa Panchikrita Panchamaha Bhutebhyaha Stula Shariram. Sukshma Rupa Panchamaha Bhutebhyaha Sukshma Shariram. It means from the subtle form of 5 elements, the subtle body is born. Sukshma Sharira is born. Stula Rupa Panchikrita Panchamaha Bhutebhyaha Stula Sharira. From the grossified form of 5 elements is born the gross body, Stula Sharira. These Sukshma Bhutas, they combine in a particular manner to become grossified, to become Panchikrita, so that now each grossified element, it has a certain amount of property of the other elements. This process of grossification is called Panchikaranam. Here the author, later you will see that author will talk about this process of grossification, Panchikaranam, how this Panchikaranam happens. In fact, there is a separate Prakarana Grantha called Panchikaranam, written by Bhagavad-pada, Shankaracharya. Here you understand only this much. Panchikrita refers to grossified form of elements. Therefore, Stula Shariram is gross because it is made of grossified 5 great elements. If Panchikrita, grossified elements are the cause, if it is a common cause for the Stula Shariram, then why is there variation in the bodies? All bodies are not same. They are different. It is so obvious. Each body is different from the other body. In fact, every body is unique. Why? If all bodies are made from the same raw material, which is the Pancha Mahabhuta, that is the cause, then what is the factor which differentiates one body from the other body? Why one body is a male body while the other body is a female body? Why one person is healthy, other person is sick? Why one is an animal body, the other one is a human body? How do you account for the differences from birth itself? So, you may say it's all due to genes. All genes are not same. Each gene is unique and therefore it may vary from person to person. The variation in genes also is because of a given parentage. If that is so, why a particular jiva as a particular parentage? We don't have any known reasons. We cannot see any visible reason for that. Can we say that it is by chance? Our ajnana buddhi, without understanding what it is all about, it would assume that all are chance causes. But Shastram doesn't accept. Shastram gives a reason. Why the bodies are different, why a particular jiva has got a particular parentage. Shastram never accepts any accidental occurrence. Nothing in the world takes place by chance. Everything has a cause. To say that it is all only chance, it only proves our ajnana, ignorance. Everything takes place because of a cause, a relevant cause behind that. Karanam vina karyam na vidyate. So without karanam there is no karyam. We may not know the karanam, but the karanam is very much there. Because we don't know the karanam, we cannot say it is only a chance cause. Every vriksham, every tree has a bijam, it has a seed. A mango tree has a cause in the form of a mango seed. A coconut tree has a cause in the form of a coconut seed. Even by chance or by mistake, from a mango seed, a coconut sprout will never come. Similarly, everybody must have a parent. Nobody has fallen from the sky. Nobody has fallen from the sky or the heaven. That is why nobody is an orphan. Because everybody must have a parent. Even the children in the orphanage, they have parents. Because they don't know who their parents are, we cannot say that they don't have parents. Their parents are not known. That is the correct way of saying. We should not say they don't have parents. We don't accept the word, even the word orphan or anatha. In Tamil we say anade illam. We don't accept that word also, anatha. Ishvara is anatha. In fact, Ishvara is anatha. He is anatha. Nataha na vidyate yasya saha Ishvaraha. The one who doesn't have a natha. Natha is the ruler or the master. The one who doesn't have a master over him. That is Ishvara, Bhagavan. Because Ishvara is a master, he cannot have a master over him. The one who doesn't have a master is Ishvara. Therefore, Ishvara is Anatha. Ishvara is Anatha. That is why in Shiva Ashtotra Namavali we say that Om Anathaya Namaha.
There is a circle going on. And here.
Yeah, he told no. There is a blackout.
But that is supposed to be blackout. But we still see him though. That means it's not
gone.
blackout.
Oh God. Oh, it's going on. Connection is not good for him.
Yeah. It's still there. Connection. Maybe we should come back. What do you think?
Yeah, we can do that.
Because I don't see him anymore.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah. All right. Let's go come back.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So, even in Shiva Ashtotra Namavali, you will find this Namavali comes. Om Anathaya Namaha. Anatha is the one who doesn't have a Natha over him, a master over him. Means what? He is the ultimate master. Anathaya Namaha. My namaskara to Anatha Ishvara. So we all have Ishvara. We are the children of Ishvara. Therefore, to say a person is Anatha is not correct. Nobody is Anatha. Therefore, everybody must have a parent. Everybody, from the viewpoint of Stula Shariram, we have a Stula Shariram, it's a product. So we cannot be without the Karanam. The difference in the Stula Sharira also should have some Karanam. The type of the physical body is because of some Karanam. It cannot be an accident. If all the houses are built with brick and mortar, why one house is different from the other house? All houses are not same. Each building has got a different design. Because each building has got a different design as designed by the civil design engineer, based on the purpose of building, whether it is office building or residential, each building is different. Though made of the same material, the design is different. Karyam is different. Karanam is the same. The brick and mortar is the Karanam. But the Karyam, the product is different. In the same way, we all have different Shariram, different Stula Shariram. Because we asked for the Shariram, a particular Shariram, from the master designer. Who is that master designer? He is Bhagavan, he is Ishvara. Ishvara is a master architect. He has designed a unique Shariram for each individual. How did he design the Shariram? We all are given the blueprints to Ishvara to design our Shariram, to design our bodies. You may say that I didn't give any blueprint, but we all are given the blueprint. We all are given the blueprint to have a human body of a particular feature that we have given. How did we give? We gave in the form of our good actions. good karma which we did in the past. Therefore, Sthula Shariram is Satkarma Janyam. Starting from selecting the parent, the time, place, and all other things, they all depend on this karma alone. Karma alone is responsible for the difference in the Sthula Shariram. One is born in a prosperous family, other person is born in a slum house, one is born white, the other person is born black or brown. Even the hair color of a person is different. Why? It is all set up by our own karma. Not only human beings, in fact, every being is born of its own karma. Even a mosquito or a cockroach or a frog has got a body because of karma. They say that if a person has an extraordinary desire for food, and since that cannot be fulfilled in a human body, that person has to take birth of a pig. You know what does a pig do? It continuously consumes food. So to fulfill that desire, that person has to assume the body of a pig, the next janma. Therefore, the karma is the cause, and the body is the product. This theory of karma, it explains very well all the differences that we see in the living species, and also the conditions these species live. Now, coming to human body. When do you get a human body? One can get human body only due to some sat karma, punya karma. And what is the greatness of this human body? That we know, Jantunam Narajanma Durlabham. Among all the species, the human body is difficult to obtain. Why? Because the very possibility of Atmajnanam and Moksha is possible only through human body. Because human beings only have the Purushartha, the free will. That free will is possible only in the human body. A cow doesn't have a Purushartha. A cow cannot choose to become a vegetarian. It is a born vegetarian. It doesn't have choice nor the power to choose. It has no free will. Only human beings have this free will, Purushartha. That is why in Vivekachudamani, Acharya says, Durlabham treme vaitat deva nugraha hetukam. Manushyatvam. Manushyatvam is one of the Durlabham. It is only possible by deva nugraha hetukam. Deva nugraham means punya karma. By only punya karma, we have got this manushya janma. That punya karma is satkarma. Satkarma is responsible for obtaining a manushya janma. In Avaniya Vittam, that upakarma samskara, we do this samskara, sankalpa. Probably you would have heard this. Amma upata samasta durita kshedvara shri parameshwara prityartham Anadi avidya vasanaya pravartamane asmin magati samsara chakre vichitrabhihi karma gatibihi vichitrasu yonishu punah punaha anekhada janitva kenapi punya karma visheshena idanimtana manushya dvija janma praptavataha. You see, you can understand this. This is not difficult, simple Sanskrit. Anadi avidya vasanaya pravartamane asmin magati samsara chakre. In this great magati samsara chakre, this wheel of samsara, vichitrabihi karma gatibihi vichitrasu yonishu. Many yonis have taken, because of the karma, many vichitrabihi, because of different karma, they have taken birth in different wombs. Punah punaha anekhada janitva. They have taken different births. Kenapi punya karma visheshena. By some punya karma, idanim thana manushya dvija janma praptavataha. We have obtained this human body. Kenapi punya karma. Because we don't know what punya karma was responsible for obtaining this human body. In this birth we have a human body. We don't know which what punya karma it has fructified to get this human body. That is why kenapi punya karma visheshena. Kenapi punya karmana manusya janma labhyate. It is not, you should understand another thing, it is not pure punyam alone. Shastram says, if it is only papa karma, then the jiva takes birth as the adho janma, lower janma. There are different types of papams, and therefore different possibilities are there. There are so many species in the world, other than the human beings, living in the world. Therefore, you can imagine the types of papam. But if you have only punya karma, then you will not get even Manushya Janma. You will get Deva Janma. Deva Shariram. You will get a Deva Shariram. If it is only Papa Karma, a Jiva will get a Adho Janma. If it is only Punya Karma, you will get a Deva Shariram in the Deva Loka. And a combination, a mixture of a Punya and Papa, that alone gives a human body. That alone gives you the human Shariram. Therefore, we are all mixture of Papa Punya. We are all Mishras. We have a combination of Punya and Papa. So Papa Punya Mishraha. This can be easily established. I tell you how. On some days you find yourself in a favorable life situation where everything goes well. And on some other days you find totally opposite. Even within a day it is like that. I'm all right in the morning, in the evening everything is upside down. This clearly shows it is the whole day, the happenings of the whole day is mixture of good and bad. It is Papa Punya mixture. Our own Papa Punya, it comes in the form of the results of, in the form of the results of action that which we have to reap. Even though Papa Punya mix-up is there, but still there is a certain Vishesha Punya. That Vishesha Punya alone accounts for the birth of human beings, human Sharira. To obtain a human Sharira, that Vishesha Punya alone is responsible. We have done a lot of Satkarma, Punya Karma in the previous Janma. That is why we have heard a lot of Punyam, and out of that Punyam, we have got this Stula Shariram. For this Stula Shariram, we have two Karanams, two causes are there. One is Samanya Karanam, the other Karanam is Vishesha Karanam. One is Samanya Karanam, common cause, the other one is Vishesha Karanam, it's a special cause. Samanya Karanam is Panchikrita Pancha Mahabhutani, grossified the five elements. That is a Samanya Karanam. And the Vishesha Karanam for obtaining a particular type of body with a particular parentage in a particular place and time, that is Sat Karma, that is Punya Karma, Punya Karma Palam. That is the Vishesha Karanam. Okay. This Stula Shariram is made of gross elements and it is caused by Sat Karma. That we know. Now, the next question is, what is the function of this body? What does the Jiva in the body do? The Jiva has obtained this body to experience the world. To experience the world. For example, when you go to a place, either to enjoy or on some business, the first thing what you do is you find out a place to stay. You have to stay in a place. You stay in that place and from there you do your business. The same way, all the jivas have come here to this world to experience it. For that you need a proper place to stay, a proper house, a ayatanam. That ayatanam is this Stula Sharira. We stay in this Stula Sharira and experience the external world. What type of experience? The experience is neither uniformly pleasant nor it is uniformly unpleasant. It is a mixture of both. Therefore, it is Sukha Dukkhadi Bhoga Ayatanam. Residing in this Sthula Shariram, the Jiva experiences the Sukha Dukkhadi. It is the Ayatanam for the Jiva to experience the Sukha and Dukkham. Physical body is the Ayatanam. Ayatanam means the house or the tenement or the abode for Bhoga, to experience Sukha and Dukkha. Adi, other experiences also. Swamiji says this Sthula Shariram is a counter. It is a counter through which you encounter the world, like the counter for booking the tickets. Through this counter, we encounter the world and pick up pleasure and pain, which are the results of our own karma phala. If you want to transact with the other person, or someone wants to transact with you, they have to come to this body counter. So this body is a counter through which you encounter the world. When we say that this body is like a house, it means, it clearly shows that you are different from the body. I am not the house, I am in the house. If that is so, what is the nature of this body? What kind of ayatanam it is? What is its nature? This ayatanam, Sthula Shariram, is endowed with sixfold modifications. Shat Vikaravat. Vikaravat, that it has sixfold modifications. What are they? Asti, Jayate, Vardate, Viparinamate, Apakshiyate, Vinashyati. These are the sixfold modifications, and these modifications are common for all the Sthula Shariram. There are no exceptions. All the modifications, Shat Vikara, are common for all the human beings. Here the Shat Vikaras, Asti, Jayate, Vardate, Viparinamate, these padams are Kriya Padam. Asti is Asti. Asti itself suggests there's a simple dhatu, Asdhatu. From the Asdhatu you get Asti. Asti means is present. So therefore all the Shat Vikaras are in the form of the Kriya Padam here. It is given. Asti, Jayate, Vardate, Viparinamate, Apakshiyate, Nashyati. Before arriving into this world, this body must be potentially present in the womb of the mother as fetus. Just as a seed exists in the potential form, in unmanifest condition, or in the dormant form, so too this body must be there before birth in the womb of the mother. This unseen potential form is a first stage. Shariram Asti. Shariram Asti, where in the womb of the mother. Shariram Asti. If it is born and continue to live, if it is alive, then further modifications take place. If it is stillborn means stillborn means dead, then there is no question of further modifications. If it is born and continues to live, then further modifications happen. After Asti, what is that? It is Jayate. It is born into this world. Shariram Jayate. Shariram Asti. In the beginning, Shariram Asti in the womb of the mother. Now, Shariram Jayate. Shariram is born. We can bring in Asti again. Being born, it is Asti. It is there. It is alive. It doesn't disappear like the Yogamaya who was born to Devaki before Krishna. Shariram didn't disappear like that. And also Shariram doesn't remain in the same form. A born baby is cute and beautiful, but can we expect the baby to be the same all the time? No, even if you want, the mother of the baby will be worried. Therefore, the baby should grow. The baby grows. First, as a baby, it needs a lot of care so that it can survive. Then it starts slowly, crawling, then slowly tries to get up and walk. It keeps on growing. So after birth, after jayate, the third vikara, the third change is vardate. Vardate means growth. The shariram is endowed with vriddhi, growth. But it cannot keep on growing forever. There is no continuous growth. So Bhagavan knows this. That's why he has provided another stage. After a certain stage, say 18 or 20 years, further growth is stopped. It is arrested. Now the child has become an adult. A transformation happens within the body. That person becomes a potential father or a mother. That is called viparinama, metamorphosis. This is a very critical period that can make a person or destroy a person in terms of moral values or spiritual values. This is a critical stage, that viparinama. Parinama means change. Viparinama means total change. The change is visible in the body. You can see a lot of biological changes happen in the body, as well as in the thinking of the person. The voice of the person changes, the attitude also changes. So this period is up to 40 or 50 years. Then after that, the body begins to decay, slowly decline, slowly falling apart. This is apakshiyate. This is the declining stage. Slowly the life graph goes down after viparinama. You find that in the apakshiyate stage, you find that reading becomes difficult. You cannot sit on the floor. Getting up becomes difficult. All these things happens in the body. And the decay continues. What is the end of this decay? If the body continues to decay without any limit, then it becomes very difficult. It is difficult for the others also to manage this body. Therefore, Bhagavan has put a limit to this decay in the form of death. That is vinashyati. Here, we must note that this asti is very important. Asti. If the body is asti, the body lives, then only all the other modifications are possible. Therefore, asti ched. Asti ched jayate. If the body lives, then jayate. Asti ched vardate. The body continues to live, then vardate grows. Asti ched viparinamate. The body lives, then viparinama takes place. Asti ched apakshiyate. Then finally, vinashyati. So these are the six-fold modifications that a stula shariram is endowed with. The word shariram itself, as I told before, shiryamana sabhavatvat shariram. The very nature of the body is to constantly change. And the change is given in the form of six-fold modifications here. Okay. What do we understand by this, by the fact that the shariram has six-fold vikaras? This clearly shows the birth and the death, they are not new creations. A new being is not created, or a being is not destroyed. They are all only modifications. No new thing is originated, or nothing is really destroyed. Then science says the same thing. Matter cannot be destroyed, nor cannot be created. Same way, body being a matter, it is neither created nor it is destroyed. Creation, really speaking, is a type of modification. A modification from the previous condition to the new condition. Destruction also is to be understood in the same way. Really speaking, nothing is really lost. A pot is created, it means clay alone now appears in the form of a pot. A pot is destroyed, it means the form has gone and another form has come into existence. So it is only a modification. Another important thing that we must understand is that once I know that the nature of body is this vikara, is this sixfold modification, then we need not attempt to change the body, because we know the nature of a thing cannot be changed. Heat is the nature of fire, so fire is always hot. If the nature of the body is to change, it will change. Whoever's body it may be, anybody's body is like that, it has to undergo change. So we need not attempt to change it. Even the body of Krishna or Rama or Ramakrishna, they are all subject to modification only. Once we know this truth, then we will not protest against the body growing old. We will not protest against body dying. We will not protest against aging. We will not protest against the decay or the problems born out of it. So ultimately, when it comes to the final stage, we will not protest against death also. We can never protest against any change happening in the body, because it is the nature of this shariram. That vikaravata shariram itself says this body of the nature of sixfold modifications. So what is there to protest? What we can do is we can only address the issue. That is real wisdom. The wisdom is acceptance of the fact. A wise man never protests against the changing nature of the body. He accepts the fact. This is a good meditation. Meditation on the Shad Vikara is a wonderful meditation. Such a shariram, such a body, which has all this, the characters, is called Stula Shariram. Then what is Atma? Atma is different from this Stula Shariram. That means the properties of the Stula Shariram, they are not the properties of the Atma. The disciple, the Shishya, remembers all the 14 new words that the teacher has introduced. So the questions what the disciple asks is in connection with the Atma. The definition of the Atma, the teacher has introduced 14 new words. The first word was Stula. So the intention of the disciple is to clarify what Stula Shariram is, so that he will have an understanding of what Atma is. That is the idea. And now the next word comes. Next word is Stula Sukshma. Sukshma is the next word. Therefore, now the disciple asks the next question. Sukshma Shariram Kim?
Sukshma Shariram Kim?
Apanchikrita Pancha Mahabhutaihi Kritam.
Apanchikrita Pancha Mahabhutaihi Kritam.
Satkarma Janyam. Sukha Dukkhadi Bhoga Sadhanam. Pancha Jnanendriyani. Pancha Karmendriyani. Pancha Pranadayaha. Manaschaikam. Buddhischaika. Evam Saptadasha Kalabhihi Saha. Yat Tishtati. Tat Sukshma Shariram. Okay, I'll give a simple meaning of the Sukshma Shariram today, and we will see in detail later. Sukshma Shariram Kim? What is Sukshma Sharira? Like Stula Sharira, here we find a long definition for Sukshma Sharira. Sukshma means subtle. Sukshma Shariram, this subtle body, which is made of Apanchikrita Panchamaha Bhutaihi Kritam. Kritam means made. Apanchikrita Panchamaha Bhutani. It is made of the ungrossified 5 great elements. Ungrossified 5 great elements. Satkarma Janyam. It is born due to good actions. Good actions done in the past. Sukhadukkadi Bhoga Sadhanam. In the Stula Shariram, it was Sukhadukkadi Bhoga Ayatanam. Here, Sukhadukkadi Bhoga Sadhanam. That is, this Sukshma Shariram is the instrument. It is the sadhanam, instrument for experiencing Sukha, Dukkha and other experiences. Pleasure, sorrow and other experiences. Saptadasha Kalabhihi Saha. This Sukshma Shariram, that 17. Saptadasha is 17. Sapta, 7, Dasha, 10. Saptadasha Kalabhihi. That's 17 parts. 17 parts or 17 components. What are they? Pancha Jnanendriyani, 5 sense organs of perception or knowledge. Pancha Karmendriyani, 5 organs of action. Pancha Pranadeha, 5 pranas. Manaha cha ekam. Manaschaikam is Manaha cha ekam. Only one mind. Thank God Bhagavan has given only one mind. With one mind we behave as though we have many minds. Manascha ekam. Buddhischa eka. Manaha ekam. Manaha is Napumsakalinga, therefore ekam. Manaha cha ekam, only one mind. Buddhi is Strilinga. Therefore Buddhischa eka. Eka buddhihi ekam manaha. One mana, one mind and one buddhi. So how many now? 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 1 plus 1. 17. That is Saptadasha Kalabhihi. Saha Yat Tishtati Tat Sukshma Shariram. That Tishtati. Yat Tishtati Tat Sukshma Shariram. That which has all this components and the characters, that is Sukshma Shariram. The word Sukshma itself indicates that it is not available for perception. That is why it is Sukshma. Even others cannot perceive it. You cannot perceive it, then what to talk of others? Therefore it is Sukshma. Sorry, you can perceive it. Not that you cannot perceive it. You only can perceive the Sukshma Shariram, not others. Like gross body. Stula Shariram, others can perceive. Sukshma Sharira, others cannot perceive, only you can. You have the Pancha Jnanendriya, Pancha Karmendriya, Pancha Prana, you have the mind, you have the buddhi. Therefore, what happening in your buddhi or what decision you take, it only you know. Others cannot know. Therefore, it is known only to you. Therefore, it is Sukshma. It is known only to you, but you cannot perceive it like a Stula Shariram, like a gross body. So, it is that type of Pratyaksham. Pratyaksham to you, the individual. More on this we will see in the next class. We'll stop here. Right? Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.